So, growing up in London, in a proud Guyanese family, I kind of just used to, Guyanese events happening in some church hall in the back of Croydon, nothing wrong with Croydon, of course. So the fact we've managed to pull this off and you've all taken time out of your day and you've invested to purchase the ticket and come and join us at Lord's, I think speaks for itself. How do I say it? I think Jamaica had their time. I think Trinidad had their time. I think Barbados had their time. Well, it's Guyana's time now, ladies and gentlemen. It's your time now. This is a celebratory event. It's the launch. Please, we've tried to keep it as sociable and networking friendly as possible. Please introduce yourselves. Please, enjoy the complimentary bar until 10 o'clock. I don't know if Lord's has ever had a Guyanese event before when they give away complimentary drinks all night, but that is the case. We got some food, so thank you again for coming out. Just want to touch on some real quick points that's happening in the business sector in Guyana. For those that are perhaps new to the conversation, Guyana has, and I'm a big advocate for this, Guyana has local content law, not policy, not strategy, it's law. So what does that mean? That means, in my opinion, any investments that are happening, it's probably a good idea to see if you can find a local partner, get a local content certificate, because it's more likely than not that those profits will stay in country to build the business and build the country further. I'm very proud to say we've got about 40 different businesses that have flown in from Guyana, Toronto, Canada, America. So those that have come, GCCI, Private Sector Commission, GOGEG. I'd also like to acknowledge again Mr. Mani Ramprasad, who's a former Member of Parliament and President of GOGEG, for joining us. We've got former President of GCCI with us, Timothy Tucker, in the room. So we've got a lot of movers and shakers, guys, those that want to find out a little bit more about what's happening here in Guyana. Really quickly, really want to thank all the British Chamber of Commerce members that have made this happen. We're in year 2 now. Anybody that's been involved with any of these chambers before, you'll know year 1's a bit of a mad rush to see if we can actually put this together. I want to acknowledge our really hard-working executive team, some of which are here. I'm going to embarrass a very good friend of mine, Liam O'Toole, who's got the most Irish name you've ever met, and he's the most Guyanese man I've ever met in my life, because he was actually born and bred in Guyana. So Liam has a very difficult task. At BritCham, I try and spend all the money as the chairman, and he's the treasurer, and he tries to save it all. So he's done a fantastic job. So round of applause to Liam, Ramona, Anand, Damien, Richard, and all the other guys that are here. Also want to acknowledge the sponsors for the event. We've got the likes of GT&T One Communications, we've got eNet, we've got ExxonMobil, we've got Wilderness Explorers, we've got BCQS, of course the government of Guyana, of course the UK government. With tremendous personal pride, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to a very historic day, the launch of the British Chamber of Commerce, Guyana.